Hi, I'm just me.
Hi, and I'm Ralgash.
And this is the review of this horrible movie that we promised you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Horrible is putting it mildly.
So
I was
bad.
very disappointed as a
So
werewolf
bad.
fan. Yeah.
So this is one of the two movies we got in our absolute final horror block ever. And we watched it. And it was painful. Totally, utterly painful. The story was cohesive, which is nice for once. And it was just really boring. Like, it dragged on forever and ever and ever. I was bored in the opening credits. It was just white, boring font on a black nothingness. It was sad. And
No pictures,
extremely
no
violent
animations
music.
or anything like that put in the background of these credits that started in the beginning of the film. Nothing.
So the basic story is that there is a blind elderly man who suspects the existence of werewolves in his neighborhood and goes out to prove that they exist. I think that's the storyline. Was that the storyline?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well, but he doesn't go out to prove that they exist.
Well, he does, because he sets that trap, right?
Yeah.
And scares the people. You're intrigued, aren't you? Still better than the editor. Better than the editor.
Yeah. I found a lot of it very slow going. Like, the beginning was kind of cool because you got to see a werewolf, and then it was like dragging out all this preparation and just ongoing. And then the end was like anticlimactic. It was like, okay, it was like, there we go, and it was done.
Yep. Pretty much exactly. What few effects there actually were, because, like you said, there was like a werewolf in the beginning and then this stretch of nothing. So, the effects that were there were very well thought out. Not necessarily done well, but very well thought out. Things like a female werewolf having the right number of female parts, which I appreciate. Something like that, like, not like perverted weird way, psycho, but that much thought and detail going into a costume, that I like that kind of thing. It's fascinating. And amazing, like, how many people they would have thought of that, would like sit there and make that. Anyway, the effects were good, but still really bad. Like, they were cheap. Like, all the money went into the design and none into the actual manufacture.
I don't have much to say about it. I was just so disappointed. I was hoping for more. Usually I'm satisfied by the end of a werewolf movie. This one, no. Night of the Lone Wolf.
I don't like the part with the dog.
No.
Okay, can I tell you this? I'm gonna tell you this, even if it ruins things. We were watching this, and both of our dogs were in the room, and my poor puppy heard some of the sounds in this movie, and I have never seen her look more concerned. She's a hound. You know how concerned hounds can look? Worse than that. I have nothing else to say about this movie. It was boring. The effects were okay. Parts of the effects were amazing. Other parts were painful. Like there's one part where he's running down the street and I couldn't do anything but picture the cameraman running next to him, just like swinging the camera to get these funky angles. I know too much.
You mean the
oh, I didn't
twirling,
think about the spinning. Oh
the
my
spinning.
God. Some of the ways that they avoided using special effects were almost artful in a way.
A lot of it was comical to me.
Oh, they were very good at the something's gonna happen. Hey, look, it's a moon.
Take a look at the moon.
Yeah, and that scene where they just spin.
Yeah, but some, like I said, some stuff was just downright comical. It was because of ridiculousness.
The good things are the effects and the story is one cohesive story. It was easy to follow, mildly predictable, and yeah, so freaking boring. So cinematically, visually painful. So painful. Okay, so there's this one part where I don't even remember what's actually happening. Is he fighting the werewolf? With the camera? Doing the thing?
No, not yet.
Something is happening so
Yeah.
much that I don't even remember. And the camera just keeps panning from like one thing, and then you're looking at freaking curtains, and it's panning, but it's curtains, but it's panning, and then there's thing, and then hey look, some more curtains while we pan.
Do you remember my question throughout the movie? Do you remember it? What was my question?
Why are we doing this to ourselves?
No. Why is he turning on the lights? Why does he need to turn on the lights?
Oh my god, that too!
He lives by himself.
He's blind. We all need to remember, he is a blind elderly man. The main character. Blind and elderly. Continue.
So he needs to turn on the lights.
There are scenes where he's like counting steps from lamp to lamp. Why? To fill a movie? Don't...
Like, how would he even know the light bulb's out?
I don't even know. Like, it would make sense if he had like a worker or something, like if his son was with him, and they was like turning them on as a courtesy, but there's no reason for a blind man to turn the light on.
Yeah.
None at all. And it was never mentioned that he was like partially blind or anything like that. He's blind. Was all they said.
A few blind people I've known, they turn on the lights when you show up at their door.
Yeah, like as a courtesy.
Yeah.
But all alone, you don't need the light. All alone, most sighted people don't need the light.
It would again have such a distinct advantage though to have lights off.
I know, right? But then you wouldn't have a movie. Although...
Yeah, you would, because you just do it in black and white.
I was going to say,
To
you just
signify when it's dark out.
Just to have them stand in front of a lit window and just silhouette it all.
Yeah.
While you spin the camera to look at the curtain.
Perfect.
So I guess we should wrap up with this. So this happened, or do you have anything else to say?
No, I was, like I said, I was horribly disappointed. I can't even comment. But I did find a few things humorous.
It won awards. They must have paid somebody. Oh yeah. So this happened.
Like this if you like this.
Comment.
Subscribe for new videos Mondays and Fridays.
And share.
Tune in next time when we're either eating something else or watching another movie or maybe doing a top 10. Who knows? The only way to find out is to subscribe and hit that notification button. Bye.
Red button is pushed. Trying to sit back here. No, you would need to sit up so that we're the same size. But anyway.
Yeah, but then I'm out of frame. See? If I sit up.
Yeah. Do I need to move the table?
I don't know.